Write me a short 2-line haiku about winter coming to Wisconsin. It's not going to be short.
In a land once vibrant, now winter draws near, her icy breath whispers, filling hearts with fear. The trees shed their leaves, as if nature weeps, as frosty kisses blanket the world in her keeps. The sun fades away, leaving behind its soft glow as snowflakes dun.
A few moments later.
Wow. Hi, I'm Matt with Schematical, and today I wired a speech-to-text engine into ChatGPT, a large language model, then wired that output back into a text-to-speech engine. I basically built my own Alexa, but with ChatGPT 4 instead of Amazon. Why? Excellent question. I don't have a great answer. I had an Alexa for years and a Google Home because I had to write apps that ran on those, and I don't use them anymore for privacy concerns. So, of course, I said, wouldn't it be cool if I could write my own AI? You know, kind of like Jarvis from Iron Man.
Jarvis, you there?
At your service, sir.
Gauge heads-up display.
Check.
4-door preferences from home interface.
Will do so.
All right, what do you say?
I have indeed been uploaded, sir. We're online and ready.
But hopefully, unlike Jarvis, it won't become sentient and get a body and a mind stone lodged in its head, and then eventually Disney makes a very questionable Disney Plus series about it. Either way, I thought it'd be fun. And this was crazy. It did not take me long at all to do. It took me about an hour from start to finish to do all this. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the script, how I did it, and some ideas of where I might want to go with this in the future. Let's try this again. Let's see. What is the opposite of banana? I'm just messing with it.
The opposite of banana could be an apple.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am an A language model developed by OpenAI. I am designed to assist with a wide range of tasks and provide information on various topics. My purpose is to help users by generating human-like responses based on the input I receive. I don't have personal experiences, emotions, or a physical existence, but I am here to provide helpful and informative responses to your queries. How can I assist you today?
What if I told you I wired you into a text-to-speech engine, so every question I ask you was with my own voice, then it sends it to you, and then it responds in a cool voice when you type back?
That sounds like an interesting idea. While I don't have the capability to directly receive voice inputs, you can still use a text-to-speech engine to convert your questions into text, and then I can respond in text form. It would be like having a conversation between our voices through written words. Let's give it a try.
All right, let's start at the top. So this is such a small project that it's just called test.py, and it's wired into my repository where I do all the Stable Diffusion stuff. Because, again, I was just having fun with this. So, start at the top here. We don't need to worry about the imports. But the first thing we need to do is grab the audio. So I've got this right here. It's literally copied and pasted. I can't even say I know what it does, but I made it very simple here. It records for every frame, though, while it's going, and the amount of seconds. It appends the data, and then we end up with all this data in frames here. Then from there, it's going to write it to disk. So for that last one, it writes it down to output.wave. So that's my voice there. Then I use a speech-to-text algorithm, which is just basically, you could see it's one of these guys here, Sneakers 4. Just figured I'd give it a shot. And I told him it's English. And it goes ahead and it tries to parse it. So that's what you're seeing down here. But you can see it gets a little confused on the spelling. But I mumble. It's actually doing pretty good, I think. I talk too fast. I know it. I'll try and slow down. Then, for every example in the output, which it should be an array of just one there, then it sends that to OpenAI. No real prompt modifications. I did set the max tokens to 100 because I don't want a ton of output. From there, that's the easy part. OpenAI sends me back a message, which I then print to the screen here, and we then run text-to-speech on it which is what gives it that nice English voice. Let's try like English. I think there was like 100 of these. Let's try like English 20. I'm curious. Let's see what happens there. But either way, it goes ahead and it sleeps for a second to make sure it finishes writing. Super hacky, not the way to do it. And it plays out test.wave, so it's written to disk there. So let's try something else. Let's see, what do we want to learn? What's the most exciting thing ChatGPT 4 can do? FOR. Yes. Good thing ChatGPT is good at correcting grammar errors.
One exciting thing that it can do is generate creative and coherent pieces of writing. It can write stories, poetry, and even generate code for simple programs. Additionally, it can simulate realistic conversations with users, providing helpful information or engaging in entertaining dialogue. It can also translate text between languages, answer questions based on provided information, and summarize long passages of text. Overall, its ability to mimic human-like responses and perform a wide range of language-based tasks makes it an extremely...
I hate to break it to you, man. You don't sound that human-like. Let's just try 90. What safeguards are there to prevent you from taking over the world as an evil AI mastermind? In fact, you're running on my computer.
As an A language model, I cannot take any physical action or independently make decisions in the world. Additionally, OpenAI, the organization behind the systems, has taken several precautions to ensure my safe and ethical use.
Could you tell me what the grandma jailbreak is for large language models?
The grandma jailbreak refers to a specific scenario that showcases the limitations of large language models, particularly in generating coherent and safe responses.
What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is a philosophical question that has been debated for centuries. Different individuals and cultures have proposed various interpretations and beliefs about this topic.
Good to know. Good to know. So this is just one simple script. I wrote less than 100 lines here to basically build yourself a glorified Alexa. Kind of the next steps for this thing, if I was going to take it to the next level, would be to train an awaken keyword, a keyword that it's always just listening for. When it hears, it then starts this recording process, kind of like the word Alexa or OK Google or Siri, you know. So am I going to do that? I don't know. So if you're interested in hearing more about this, please be sure to leave a comment. So how would I make this work if I was actually going to make this work, which I'm on the fence about. I've got a lot of other things to make work, like this search engine that integrates the LLM inside of it. But if I would have something like the Raspberry Pi listening, and it would then push it up to a queue. Well, I guess it would then run audio recognition on it, speech to text, and then push that text up to a queue. And that queue would then be listened to by a preprocessor of some type that would say, is this a command, like a command to turn on the lights, or is it just something you want to send up the LLM to have a basic conversation by, like a query or something like that? We could do like a query command, say, or LLM, Jarvis, LLM, write me a poem, something like that. So if it's a command, you'd go off and fire off the command, like turn on the lights or initiate a crawl if I'm crazy enough to wire that in for that. So I am considering making it so it can query the web in real time, but ideally not launch attacks or anything like that. Fingers crossed. And then it would, once it's done with the LLM or the command, it would then put an event back in the queue to the output saying, hey, this is the results of the LLM. Go ahead and post-process that back text to speech, which I'd probably run on the Raspberry Pi, because you can run this. All this stuff's using CPUs, not even GPUs right now, so it's really light. But then keep in mind the LLM's actually in OpenAI right now. Eventually, I want to make it so it runs on some hardware I have more control over. But for now, it's running on OpenAI. So that's roughly how it's working. I additionally may wire this into Discord, so you can go, instead of Raspberry Pi, go Discord to this whole loop and back to Discord, which would be kind of fun. So leave a comment if you're interested in checking that out. If you have any questions, hop on the Discord and ask away too. Happy to answer any questions you might have. That's this week's video in a nutshell. Bit oddball, but I'm having fun. I've been doing Stable Diffusion so long, it's nice to switch it up and do speech to text, text to speech, and LLM type stuff. So if you want to see more of this stuff, let me know. Other than that, subscribe or check me out on Discord. And if you're interested in getting help on any of this stuff, I consult on it. So schematical.com. I'm here to help. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.